Okay, guten Tag. Heute ist 11.11., so no, 11. November. Und I want to kind of try something out with you guys and show you around with something new. So here's the deal. I just sent you all a code for new materials on EMC Bookshelf. They should show up without having to do anything. So I want you to go and check on emc.bookshelf.emcp.com and see if there are new materials there. It should be these things: the grammar and vocabulary, listening activities, video activities, workbook, might even be quizzes and tests there for you. But I want you to go and check and see if there are new materials on emc.bookshelf.com. The one I'd like you to open once you get there is the grammar and vocabulary. And I'm going to have you do one of these, and then we're going to try and figure out the best way for me to see that you did this. And right now I'm thinking screenshot. So I want you to go to the grammar and vocabulary, turn the page, so where it's page 90 in this grammar and vocabulary workbook. Not the workbook, the grammar and vocabulary one. Those are two different things. So I'll give you a minute to find your way there while you're watching this. You can open a new tab. And the tricky thing is you're going to want to use this while you have your book open. So either way, you will likely need to open a new tab so you can have your textbook open. I've got just a hard copy here. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, but you're going to want to go ahead and open up a new tab and open up your book too. So what you have access to now are materials connected to the book. And this one is a series of questions about the reading, the dialogue on page 192. Now, I want to challenge you a little bit to go and read that dialogue. It's called Bitte geh einkaufen. You should listen to it. You should listen to it read aloud. And then you should see if you understand what it's talking about. Brings up a lot of our new vocabulary, which is why I'm having you do this. The vocabulary you can look at on 190. It's a lot of Obst und Gemüse, fruits and vegetables, and different other foods that we might buy while we're shopping. So read about Michaela und ihre Mutter. Sie ist gegen 2 Uhr aus der Schule gekommen. Zu Hause geht sie gleich auf ihr Zimmer rauf. Für morgen hat sie viele Hausaufgaben. Zuerst liest sie ein Kapitel im Geschichtsbuch, dann schreibt sie einen kurzen Aufsatz für die Deutschklasse. Und zuletzt bereitet sie sich auf ihre englische Prüfung vor. This is a little challenging. It's definitely got some words we haven't used or haven't used in a long time. It's going to take a little bit of thought and effort to get through this. But I want you to use that reading on page 192 to answer these. Michael ist am frühen Nachmittag aus der Blank gekommen. Now, that's in the first sentence. And most of these, are in order. These are, I believe, all in order. So the first one's going to be at the start of the story. The last one's going to be at the end. And if you click this red box up here, it'll let you type in, pick answers from these possibilities. So you're going to need to maybe familiarize yourselves with these. But she gets home. Frühen Nachmittag aus der Torte. Torta is a cake. She's not getting home from the cake, from the vegetables. No. From the visit, could be. From the dictionary, probably not. From the Zimmer, from the room, maybe. Prüfung is a quiz. Marked. I don't know if she was at the marked. You'd have to look at the first sentence. I don't think so. Küche, the kitchen. Nah. Mehl is flour. That doesn't make sense. Schule, she talks about getting home and doing homework. Yeah, sie ist früh am Nachmittag aus der Schule. An Aufsatz is an essay too. So you're going to want to pick the one that works best. And then when you're finished and you click submit, it'll tell you how you did. All right. And I'm not so concerned that you do very well on this. I'm more concerned that you try it. If I exit out and come back, it'll let me try it again. And what I'm looking for from you is a screenshot with at least like 10 out of 12. Let's shoot for that because you can do it more than once. Okay. I mean, if you get 9 out of 12 and you're at your wit's end and don't want to do it one last time, go ahead and we'll call it good. But what do we do next? So I want you to go, after you answer these questions, and hit Command-Shift-4, and that'll allow you to take a screenshot. You can do it over an area with that. If you do Command-Shift-3, it'll take a screenshot of your whole screen, and that'll save a file to your downloads. I'm going to put a place for you to upload that picture back to PowerSchool right now, and we'll make the due date not until, we'll say next Monday. But try your best and let me know if you have any problems accessing these new resources. That's part of the point of me doing this, is so that I can see that you know where these new resources are, because we're right now having a lot of people in and out of in-person and remote learning. All right. So if any of that didn't make sense, go back and rewatch me explain it. Sorry, the screencast is kind of boring, but we'll make do. And again, email me with questions. You're reading the dialogue on page 192 and answering those questions on page 90 of your grammar and vocabulary workbook, but not the workbook. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is having to do with the demonstrative pronouns on page 194. You can take a look at those in your book if you want to. We'll cover that in a separate screencast. Dankeschön.